Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today we're going to be doing a haul video. I have a few plush that I picked up at an estate sale this past weekend. 2 weekends ago. And then we went to my favorite little estate sale company and I picked up a couple of things, not much. And then I've got a couple bags of stuff from the Goodwill bins in St. Louis, just to kind of share some of the things that I like to pick up. Let me show you some of the things I picked up at the estate sale. I think sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you go there and stuff is $8 and $10 and $15, and then other times you go and it's 50 cents. So this is Decor. I talk about this brand a lot. I find the bears more often than anything else. Decor is Daekor. This one's from 1980. They come in a couple of sizes. I'm guessing like 20 plus for him. And I paid 50 cents for him. But he needs a good bath. I don't know what it is about the side-eyed gorillas. I don't know. But they are a thing these days. I cannot keep them in stock. And they sell for more than normal. I'll probably list this for about 20 bucks. It is by TB Trading Company. I don't know. Somebody explain to me, was there a TikTok or something about the side-eye monkeys? Because they are big. This is another one of the little Rodney reindeers. I paid $1 for him, although I think this might have been 25% off day. Yeah, I just sold, I think, Rhonda for $15 somewhere. So I'll probably list him for 20, you know, in hopes of getting about 15 for him. But she sold very quickly. $1. This is by Cloud Island. I like picking up loveys from that brand. I pick up most loveys, to be honest. A lot of them are bread and butter. I'm not quite sure about him. I would assume, you know, hopefully $10, $12. And I just loved her. She is Russ. Her name is Dollies. There's a whole group of them that are just different colors. I want to say like $15, $20 for her also. And then this is what I picked up at my favorite little estate sale company. It included this. So this is vintage Fisher-Price Little People. You guys can't see it. I already have this base up on the top of my shelf up here. I'll see if this one's in any better shape. I don't think so. Oh, I paid $8 for the whole set. But look, I just realized there's a nickel crammed in there. So now it's $7.95. So I've got this. I'll probably just donate this because it's too big to be listing on eBay. I don't think anybody's going to want to purchase it at the price of shipping that this would have to be. But to go with that, here's the little top. I'll probably make these into small lots, just depending on the price. As you can see right there, it was $8. This is the top to that play set. Here's a lot of the accessories. There's the zoo truck. There's some animals. There's some people. The animals don't even look like normal Fisher-Price Little People. Like right here is the buzzard. There's a hippo. It looks like it's got one of the green picnic chairs. Oh, no, it's got both of them. So it's got the picnic tables with the benches. So a really, really nice set. I'll just have to decide how I'm going to split this up. It may just be one big lot as a replacement. But I'm hoping 25 plus for just the accessories without the base. And then I also picked up this. So I spent $10 there. But look, it is vintage Paddington Bear. I paid $2. I just thought it was adorable. It says made in China, Eden. You know, I didn't even check because, you know, I tend to pick up most things Paddington. But I'm hoping like 15 bucks plus for this also. Look how cute. She's got teeth. It is Cabbage Patch. It says Olympic Kids, 1996. needs a good cleaning on the body, but her hair is in really nice condition. These things are from the bins that I'm showing you now. I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do with her as far as value. Yeah, I'm hoping 15 plus. I don't have shoes. I don't have socks. But otherwise, she's got, you know, an outfit and some underwear on. But I'm hoping. There's something about the head mold numbers on their heads. I'm not seeing it right now. But a lot of times that can also determine the value of these dolls. I don't typically pick them up, but the fact that she was in really good condition, I went ahead and grabbed her. He's got embroidered eyes, and he's got a little outfit on, but I don't know who the manufacturer is, but it's in really very soft. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see. Like, oh, it is Wildlife Republic, but I really think the outfit is cute. I wonder if it's original. It looks it. Don't know. Probably going to be bread and butter. I think I already showed you another one. These are, this is Bolt, I think. Bolt probably was supposed to be in a swaddle. I think I had one in my last video also. It's still over there waiting to be washed. We've had to slow down on our laundry right now, so it's really, you guys can't tell, but I have really been going through my profit piles because I'm unable at this point to wash a whole lot of stuff. We're having septic issues again. Hopefully soon we're going to get it figured out. We're in the line. We're in the queue on a company to come out and dig. We'll see. But he's probably going to be bread and butter, especially without the swaddle. Kohl's, I'll see if I've got any other plush that can go with him. Look at him. It looks like he probably fell out of a bin and got scooched under. Hopefully that's going to come out with no issue. I'll do a pre-treatment and then get it washed when I can. All right, got a couple of Webkinz. Luckily, this one has its code. I'm looking to make sure I see. Yep, I see the 2 tabs. And it's like attached to the plush itself. For the most part, these have been still bread and butter. You know, there are exceptions, especially the gold signature ones that have the codes. Those can go for a lot. But for the most part, a lot of these little ones are still going to be, you know, in my bread and butter. But I tend to list them by themselves instead of in lots. This says Circus Flora. Let me see who else. Oh, Curto. That's the same brand that does the sheep, the Serta sheep. It's a nice brand. I think quality, but it's mostly for advertising type stuff. It'll be bread and butter more than likely. Ooh, look how cute. Look how cute. Vintage Care Bears. This one is Kenner. Bedtime Bear. 1983. I've probably told the story before, but my oldest was born 1984, even though this is 83. But I have a picture of him. He was a month early, and he's smaller than the Care Bears. And I have a picture of him surrounded by the Care Bears that I had decorated his nursery with. It just is so sweet. For the most part, these are probably still bread and butter, $10, $12, $15, depending on condition. It's always important to show this heart. Like for mine, you can tell there's some missing lettering. People like to know, but the tag is in pretty good condition. The thing with these is they are stiff as far as the stuffing. I encourage you not to ship these in a poly mailer. It can misshape them, and yes, they can be shaped back into the right proportion, but a lot of buyers are buying these for collections and they don't want it coming in all out of proportion. And I'm saying all of this from experience. So make sure you, especially your vintage Care Bears, put them in a box. Very interesting. However, it's got this red stain. I'm hoping it's not Sharpie and that maybe I can get it out with some alcohol. Very dirty. I'm not sure of the value. I don't even know. Yeah, there's no tag in here for me to figure out timeline. I'm hoping if I can get it clean, like 20 plus for it also. I always grab these and they sell relatively quickly. This is IKEA. This one does have the big tag on it. I want to say $10, $12 for it also. I don't know if I've had one of this series before. It says it is Cuties. Disney Baby. Of course, this is Angel from Lilo and Stitch. But I don't know. It's probably going to be $10, $12 for her. This is interesting. This is Bluey. I don't know if I've got any still listed. I might. You know, he's going to be one of the side characters, and sometimes they add more value to the lot than just regular Bluey. So I don't know. Hopefully I've got a lot that I can add him to.
Are you saying that I'm more valuable than you are?
Are you? Oh, because you're a side character?
I'm the sidekick, the side character. So the true value lies over here, y'all. Just remember that.
Yes. All right, this is... I don't know if I've seen this brand before. It's a Lovey. Don't know. To me, it looks bread and butter. But sometimes, you know, I have had like really chintzy looking plush sell for quite a bit. It just really, really depends on, you know, the market. Bucky's Halloween. Very cute. Very clean. It says, hey, boo, back there. You know, I'm hoping $12, $15 for him. Here's another one of those swaddle plush. Somebody took all the swaddles, and I got all the plush, I guess. But this is Lion King. Again, probably going to be bread and butter. All right, this is, I've got two Build-A-Bears here. This one says Wizards of Waverly Place. It's been a long time since that show was out. I'm hoping the outfit in and of itself gives the bear some value. But look, it's even branded for that. I don't know. I'm hoping 20 plus for this. This one has its paper tag and there. Has a cute outfit. This is Sammy the Squirrel. I think this is Sammy the Squirrel. But is this Great Wolf Lodge? Maybe? I'm thinking. I think so. If I've got other Great Wolf Lodge stuff, I'll put Sammy with them and maybe do a lot of two. Oh, look how cute. It is American Girl. Very nice. Don't know. I have picked up single dresses that I've sold for $20 and $25. And then some of them are bread and butter. It just really depends. I don't know if this is Bitty Baby. I don't think so. But I'll have to do a Google Lens. But it's in really nice condition.
I found on there where it shows that that was Great Wolf Lodge, Sammy.
Was it? I thought it was. The last few. Look. It is Douglas. I'm trying to see. They have a code on them. This one's item number 1871B from 2013. I'm thinking probably $15, $20 for him. Some more AFMAL. I picked up tons of them. I've been putting them in lots and then been listing like 3 of them for $24.95 or something like that. Maybe more. Just depends on their value. But I just think they're adorable. But these are AFMALs. Look, another leopard. But it is Folkmanis. And it says on the back, leopard cub. Very cute. Trying to see if his face looks all good. I did a quick Google Lens as I was putting everything out. And he's probably going to be, unfortunately, only like $20, $25. Even, you know, some of these life-size ones still don't sell for a whole lot. But I just thought it was adorable. And, you know, let me see. We pay $2.09 a pound when we go to the bins in St. Louis, and it's 11 ounces. So
3/4 of a pound, so $1.60.
yeah, but $1.50, $1.60 to turn into $20, $25. I will do that all the time. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully we're going to get our septic here soon cleaned or fixed, and then I can start catching up.
Got to pace out that laundry.
Yeah. Showers, dishes, laundry. Everybody's kind of got to be on a schedule right now so that we don't overwhelm. We've got a blockage, we think.
It goes through. It just takes it a little while to get out into the drain field. So we have to not do a whole lot at once.
Yep. All right. The life of homeownership, I guess.
I got to say this, though. Those guys came out. Nicest guys. I mean, super nice guys. They came out. They have a rod they run down in the ground, and they could see where the drain field's supposed to be. Dry here, dry there, wet here yet. You probably got a blockage between here and here, and that's causing you to have everything back up like that. And we had a guy out here last year, right? About a year ago, and he was going to add a new line for, I want to say $7,000. Just add a new line to our existing septic, $7,000. And he recommended someone, because our septic is like 2 feet
Deep.
below ground. So every time we have it pumped, we have to dig down. But you can put a little tower of lids on there, kind of, I don't know exactly. It's like a tower of lids, so that the lid is near the top. And he told me, call this guy, he'll come do that for you. And it's going to be $700 to do that. And I thought, that's crazy. I've not looked into this, but I know it can't cost that much. So these guys said they'll put the lid on for us, $175.
$175.
Not $700. And this is a year later for, a year's worth of
Inflation.
yeah. So they came recommended on a Facebook
Yes.
post, and I can see exactly why they were recommended.
It's so hard these days to find honest contractors and service people. I'm sorry. I don't know what's up, but
It's the problem that you run into when doing something like this. If I knew septics, it'd be easy, but I don't know septics. All I can do is Google and have basic knowledge of how physics works and the way this thing should be working. But if you don't know what things cost, you don't know what the problem could be, and you could get suckered into something, whether it's plumbing, electrical, getting a car repaired, or anything like that, because you just don't know. And you have this person that has good reviews, and they offer you their advice and what they think it's going to cost. And if you don't know, you just got to go with it, unless you're going to get multiple bids on everything. But that takes time to get people to come out, and it's just nice to have someone that highly recommended, seems honest, and has already cut the last year's price and a quarter on fixing part of the problem.
like we've went to different companies for shower installation and for roof replacements, and they're always such plumbing. We've had a couple of plumbing issues, and we have finally found an honest plumber who's not going to say, oh, you need all of this fixed, instead of fixing just what needs to get fixed, because he knows, money's tight for people, and they don't want to spend $7,000 when, $1,000 would fix the problem. And it's just disheartening that there's too many companies out there that want to do that kind of stuff to people because they can, because we don't know any better.
We had the plumber guy came in. We had called one big company, local, came in to fix the problem, $2,100. That seemed very excessive to me. Called another guy. He came in, fixed the same problem, and it was $400.
$400.
It was functional. He didn't replace something the way they were going to replace it, but it works, and it's $400 instead of $2,100. Had somebody called to replace our back deck with a roof, deck and roof, and it was going to be, one was $9,500, the other one was $16,000 to do the same job.
It's just, be careful. Go to your Facebook groups, search septic, building a porch, and see what other people are, who other people are encouraging you to go ahead and call, because that's how I found this one. Based on just the post, I knew that this person was going to be honest and not try to say, no, we needed a $16,000 new septic system. So,
and speaking of that, we have a nationally known exterminator come around, spray around the house every 3 months, keep the bugs out, that sort of thing. And a year ago it was 188, and it just went up to 228. Every 3 months they do this, which, things could, but it just, we were going to have to find somebody different just to see if we could get it lowered. So I went online, got into the chat to tell them to cancel the service. They didn't come back in June. And the guy's like, why are you, what's the problem? I was like, it's just price. It's just, we just can't afford that. Oh, well, I'll lower the price back to what it was a year ago and refund all the extra you paid for the past year over that price.
So they're giving us a credit of $75 back and taking it back to the price that we agreed upon a year ago. And yeah, it's just, don't get it. But nevertheless, it's time to get to work to afford all of this. Get to work. Bye.